Yay.
So is there one, I want to know though, was there one moment when you were like, oh my gosh,
Shit's about to
I'm
go
in
down.
trouble, right? Like
Oh,
what's going to happen to my
Oh,
livelihood?
yeah.
Because that's the thing, is like, you go from having this amazing business
Thriving.
and thriving,
Mhm.
and then now you're this executive at this company, right?
Mhm.
So in the middle, how did you get through that? Like, what did you do? Share just some quick things on,
what got you through it,
yes,
you
what
know?
got you
Yeah.
through it.
The same grit that you have. I went through a divorce in 2018.
Mhm.
I've had, life. I always say bad things happen to really good people. It's how you pivot, right?
Yep.
How do you pivot? I'd be absolutely lying to say I didn't have a ginormous pity party for, I don't know, a certain specific length of time. I didn't have a whole lot of time to
Yeah.
to grieve it, but I really did grieve the loss of DCR as I knew it, because there really wasn't anything wrong with what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The industry was being penalized
Yep.
by the bad actors.
And that
That
is so huge for right now. Not to
it's so
cut you off,
frustrating.
but because the rates being higher and like you have to do more, and
Yeah.
it's just what you said, it's just so true.
Yeah, and I felt like, why do the bad actors always ruin it for the good ones, right? And yet when you take a step back and say, okay, what can I control?
Mm-hmm.
I can control the way I react.
Yep.
Mhm.
I can either quit, I can, shift, pivot. And I do believe in things coming into fruition. I believe in God. I have, a lot of faith there,
Yeah.
but things were brought to me, opportunities were brought to me at the same time I was looking,
Mm-hmm.
and due diligence, lots of prayer. And frankly, when I sat down and said, okay, I mean, from an ego standpoint, will it not be as fun to not be the CEO? Maybe. But when you align with a company that makes you better,
Right.
and
Right.
I'm growing professionally in a way that, quite frankly, I would most likely have been at a stalemate with.
Wow.
Right.
That's
And I look back 2
And that's
years ago,
important because
Mhm.
when you're
guys,
CEO and owner,
mhm,
that's it.
you're the top of the
There you
chain.
are.
Yeah.
Yep. You've ever
And
had
while it's amazing for sure,
Uh-huh.
you hit like a point where you're just like, okay,
And do I
gonna
want to do
ride this
those same
out,
things? And
which
the
is
Yeah.
team that I
great. But
joined, they literally said, okay, if this is going to work, right? What do you like about what you do? And what don't you like what you do? And I said, well, I at one time liked all the things I did.
Mm-hmm.
But after, 150 years in the
Mhm.
business, I'm going to keep saying that because now I think it's funny. Nobody else is laughing. It does get to a point where you're like, is this fun still?
yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
challenging
Yeah.
myself?
Yep.
Yep.
So it was a forced change, but I am so grateful.
Yes.
I am
Yeah.
so happy.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Do
You
you
look
look
happy.
happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe try and raise your eyebrows a little bit more.